Want more money? Want to get into shape? Want a loving relationship? Okay, so why don't you have these things right now? The answer is habits. Your habitual behavior and thoughts are keeping you stuck right where you are. So how to get past your habits? You've got to open your routine to different thoughts and actions. When you do this, you start to get different results. It really is that simple. But most people don't stick with the changes long enough to benefit from the results. This is where the habit formula comes into place. The habit formula looks at the origin of habits and how they form. Then it takes the next step in showing you how to hang in there long enough to see the results you want. Want to learn more? Go to thehabitformulabook.com and grab your free copy. That's right, it's free. Go to thehabitformulabook.com. Find out how hundreds of other people around the world have used the habit formula to get the results they want. You don't need to be Einstein to figure this out. Go to thehabitformulabook.com today. Hey everybody, you know what time it is. It's lunchtime with the Habit Master. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie Aldrich, and I help people change their bad habits. When you change your habits, you change your life. Today is Thursday. We're going to talk about routines today, aka your habits. What you get yourself into, your rituals, your routines, all of the things that we kind of get ourselves into on a daily basis, the actions that we take, the belief systems that we have, that we do over time. When you have those certain actions, there's certain beliefs, there's certain ideas in your head that you express or that you keep to yourselves or that you argue with other people about, giving your opinion about things. That's your habits, that's your habitual programming. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about 10 ways, reasons why routines are important. And the whole fact is, and don't tell anybody this, but you can change them, okay? That's what this book is all about. It's all about how to change your routines. When you think about the things that you're doing every day, right? You get up in the morning. What's your routine? Oh, I check my email. I do this, I do that. Get ready for work, take a shower, get ready for work, drink my coffee, go to Starbucks, and, I go down this certain, I drive to work the same way every day, take the same streets, whatever. The thing about routines is you can change any of them. Okay? You can make things more efficient, more productive. If your daily routine requires you to go to a meeting in the morning, and then after that you're kind of free-nilly and trying to meet your quota for the day, what are you doing in that time frame after your sales meeting that gets you into the groove for the day? The groove is your routine. And the thing about that is you can tweak it, you can improve it, you can become more proficient and efficient in it, and that equals more productivity. More productivity equals more money, more commission, more sales. And we're going to talk about why this is important today. I wrote a whole freaking book about it. It's called The Habit Formula. You can get yourself a free copy. Hundreds of other people all around the world now have gotten themselves a free copy, and some of them have even upgraded to the premium course or mini course, okay? And what they want to do is they want to make this year the best year ever by tweaking and learning how to tweak their routines, because when you know how to do it, you can be more in control of things, and you get rid of the victim mentality that a lot of us have in life, that the economy's down so I can't do well. The government's always taking my money in taxes so I can't earn any more money, so I'm just gonna be lazy and collect my check and be happy with that, right? Stop being a victim. You and I are both in control of every single thing that happens, okay? Especially if you live in the United States, you have more freedom than pretty much anybody else on this entire planet, that you can have free will and you can make your own economy and make your life the way you want, right? We're going to talk about how to do that later. So, by definition, what is a routine? A routine is a sequence of actions regularly followed. A fixed program, could be mental, could be physical, that is a part of a regular procedure rather than for a special reason. So think of your general characteristics, right? We go to the grocery store on Saturday, right? Well, why do you go on Saturday? What's the reasoning for that when that's one of the busiest days there is for people to go grocery shopping? Everybody else is going grocery shopping on Saturday morning because they're off of work, right? But maybe you've gotten into a routine that's when you plan it, that's when you have time to do it, and then you go. But then, is that the most efficient time to go? Is that the best time for you to get your bang for your buck and not waste a lot of time being in long lines, them being out of certain products or fresh stuff or whatever because everybody else is buying that too? Is there a way to tweak that routine and go on a different day? Maybe at night you can be by yourself, your hubby's watching the kids, you can get things done quicker, have a little free time to yourself, a little quiet time where people aren't yapping in your ear with the kids, right? Sometimes you can tweak things. So that's a regular procedure that you do every single day. It's a routine. Certain times you do certain things, right? That doesn't mean it's a special circumstance that never happens. Routines happen to grow over time and become the norm, the ritual, the normal thing that you do. Routines consist of morning routines. So think of how you're getting ready to start your day. Do you work out? Do you take a shower, put on your makeup if you're a female or, a rock star or whatever? You get dressed, you feed the kids, get their lunches ready. What is your morning routine consist of, right? What about your whole daily routine? So as soon as you get to work, how do you start your day? What happens after lunch? How do you end your day, right? Routines going to the grocery store. Do you have a list with you? Do you clip coupons? Do you look for special deals? Buy two, get one free, and you plan it that way? Or do you just willy-nilly and just go up and down the aisles until you get hungry and buy whatever? Do you have a budget for that? Do you know how much you're going to spend? Belief routines. All politicians are criminals. Smoking is terrible. We're Jewish, so you have to marry a Jewish person. We only deal with Jewish people in business. Whatever your beliefs are, those can become routine too. How about emotional routines? I eat when I'm depressed. I had a stressful day, so I'm going to reward myself with something. I'm going to buy myself something as a reward for getting through my day. Or we just had a huge project that we have completed, we nailed it, we sold, the presentation went well, the other company is going to hire us. I'm going to now treat myself with either food or some type of, buying some type of retail item. That can be a routine. So emotional, physical, belief system, the way you think about things, your ideas, all of those over time become habitual, become a routine, okay? A lot of times as we get older, we're not really aware that I'm acting just like Stephanie acts. I'm as Stephanie as I can be, right? You know how I'm going to act. I'm going to be goofy. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be saving my money. I'm going to be frugal with it. I want it to grow. I want to expand my awareness of certain things. I'm going to be learning all the time. I'm a professional student. You know how I'm going to act because I have done the same things for so long that I'm now predictable. And I know you are too. Once you make a routine, you become predictable with that routine and you don't have to think about it anymore. And others don't have to think about it. They're going to know how you react in certain circumstances because they've been around you for a long enough time. You're married, you have, really long-term friendships. They know what you're going to do before you even think about doing it because they're used to how your routine comes into play. Okay? So we need to know why routines are important. But if I can tell you one thing, and you don't even have to watch this video anymore, just one thing today, is that you can change any routine. Yes, you have to deal with it. So you're overweight. Okay, my routine was eating, tons of carbs and sugars, and, I like sweets and, chips and all this stuff, and I'm not exercising. That's my routine. I come home, I get in my sweats, I plop on the couch, I eat chips and watch Netflix all night, right? That's the routine. Well, guess what? I'm sick of that routine. I want to lose weight. I want to be healthy so I can play with my child. I don't want to be on medications that, make other problems in my body. I want to control as much of my body as I can control. And by doing that, I can work it out, so exercise, and I can change the way I eat. I can totally be in control of that. And there's ways to do that. There's recipes, there's certain foods I can eat and not eat. And also, there's tons of different types of exercises. So I pick what I like and make it work for me, right? I can change and tweak that routine. So the one thing I want you to take away from today's episode is that any of your routines, anything that you believe, that you have an opinion on, that you've learned from someone else, and all of these things you've learned from someone else taught you how to drive a car, how to get to work, right? How to, read something, how to talk to somebody, what your opinion of them, that kind of person is. All politicians are criminals. Who gave you that opinion, right? Somebody else did. Well, guess what? You can learn things from even different sources than the original ones and start doing different routines for that. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it takes effort. Yes, it takes money. But after a while, you start seeing the results you want. You want more money, you got to do this, this, and that. You want to lose weight, you got to do this, this, and that. You have to change the routines that have gotten you to where you are today. So if you want to start changing something, I know I am constantly changing things. I'm tweaking things, and you just do a little bit every day. You don't have to, go and sell all of your items and, be a monk or something. Like you can just tweak things and try to grow. You can grow spiritually, emotionally, physically, monetarily. Financial growth is a very important thing, especially living in the United States, because we are in an economic planet that for you to do anything, to go anywhere, you need some moolah in your pocket. And you need to be able to give that to the other person so you can experience what you want to experience, right? Well, in order to do that, you got to change your routine. And your routines are your habits. If you want help doing that, it's free. Grab a free copy of the ebook. I can't stress it enough. This has completely changed my life. It has changed hundreds of other people's lives that has read it. It's free. Go to thehabitformulabook.com and grab yourself a copy. So let's go over 10 reasons why your habitual routines are important to you. Number 1, it gives us structure. Okay, so we know our day's set up. You get up in the morning at a certain time. You get ready for work. You go to work, right? You drive a certain way. You know what your day's set up to be. You have appointments to do. You have people to see, students, whatever, products to sell. You have meetings to accomplish, right? Things to build and draw and, whatever. Then it's time to come home, right? What do you do at home? So you come home, you grab the kids from school or daycare, you make dinner, you clean up the kitchen, you relax or play or do homework or whatever you do at night or go to a soccer game, whatever. And then it's honey time for a little bit, and then it's time for bed. And guess what? You start it all over. It's a routine. It's your daily routine. Sometimes your routine changes on a weekend because maybe there's a special event. There's a birthday party. You have a date night with your honey. A special thing. There's a special movie or a concert or whatever. That's going to be something special. Get you out of your routine. You got to figure out, okay, I need a babysitter. We're going to go to dinner close to the venue. This kind of thing, right? But I'm talking about a daily routine. It gives you structure so you don't have to think about what you're doing. You just go and do it. Okay? So it kind of relieves us of stress and time because it gives us discipline on we know what we're going to do for the day because we've been doing it. Okay? Number 2, makes us efficient. You're not continually planning things, right? A routine means that you're fast at it. You already know what to do. A plus B equals C. You don't have to think about A and B. You already know what they are, and you know you're going to get a predictable outcome. So routines allow us to be efficient and allows us to have some structure to our day or to whatever we believe in or whatever. It gives us a foundation then to build our lives on. So routines are very important. You just have to realize that you can change them. Number 3, you don't have to think about it. You've already done that in the past. You already know how to get to work, right? What happens when there's construction on your way to work, right? Oh my God, I got to get Google Maps out. I got to figure out how to get there, right? It stresses you out. It causes anxiety. Your heart's palpitating. You're ticked off because, you're going to be late. There's traffic backed up because no one else knows where they're going to, right? Because you're out of your routine. What happens when the construction's over and you can go back to doing what you normally do, right? Stress is relieved, right? I'm back to my routine. I'm back to my habit of going to work in this certain way, right? The highway's open. I can relax again. It only takes me 10 minutes now instead of 20 through town, right? With all the traffic. You don't have to think about it. So in a way, routines are very important and very necessary to our daily lives because we don't have to consciously burn fuel in our minds thinking about every little thing that we have to do. You've already done most of these things. You know what your morning routine is. For me, I pack a lunch. So I know sometime during the day, I already have my food available. I just pack it up the night before. That's my routine, right? I'm not thinking, oh my God, I'm starving. Where am I going to get food, right? I have a podcast I have to do, and I have patients waiting for me, right? So you don't have to think about it, okay? Number 4, proficiency. I talk about proficiency in the habit formula. It's called becoming a habit master. That's what I talk about all the time. I am a habit master. I know how to change a habit. I know how to become proficient in whatever that habit is. That's what a routine does. You become fast at something. You become knowledgeable about something. Like I'm on the keto diet. So I'm very knowledgeable about it. It's been almost 2 years. So I'm proficient at it. I know what I can eat, what I can't eat. I don't even have to think about it. So even if we go to a new restaurant, I just look for certain foods that I know I can eat that will keep me on my diet. And those are the foods. Everybody has something on there that I can eat. Some type of fish, some kind of burger, anything with some fat in it but low carb. I can get it without a bun. Like I can modify it very, very easily because I'm proficient at it. I'm a master at my keto diet. I know that there are certain recipes that I can make that keep me on my diet. I love all the cookies and donuts and stuff that keto allows me to have. I just know that I have to make them because it's hard to find them elsewhere that aren't high in carbs. But I'm a master at it. I'm proficient at it because it's become a routine for me. I've been doing it for 2 years almost, and I just naturally go through it. And I know I can keep myself at this weight, I can keep myself healthy, and I don't have to think about it. So not only does a routine give you structure and it makes you faster at things, but it makes you more proficient. You become an expert at it because you do it all the time. If someone, let's say you're a mechanic and you're used to rotating tires and fixing things, with the cars. That's your routine. That's what you do every day. So of course, because you're doing it every day, you're putting a lot of time, effort, and knowledge into it. Of course, you're going to have high skill sets, right? You're going to be proficient at it. You're going to be able to do stuff without even consciously thinking about it. Number 5, it helps us prioritize and get tasks done. So in the morning, obviously, you have to be able to get to work. So your morning routine allows you to get yourself to work. You have to take a shower. You have to get ready, put on your nice clothes, get the kids off to school, and then you're ready for work, drive in, and you're ready for your day, right? That's your routine. That allows you to prioritize that it's important for me to get to work so I can earn money and take care of my family. To do that, I have to be able to do certain things during that morning routine so that it gets me to work, right? You have to get ready, you have to make your lunch, you have to, drive to work, you have to get the kids off to school. It allows you to prioritize things. So important tasks can be done and out of the way for the day. You don't have to think about your morning routine in the afternoon. You've already done it. You already know that all those things that go with it have been accomplished. So now you can focus on the next routine, your daily routine, what you're doing at work. Okay? Number 6, it helps to build momentum. It's nice when a certain routine gives you a successful result, right? So, for example, we started the Christmas fund, right? If you guys have been with me since August, sometime in August, I think it was second week of August, we started an envelope system where we start saving for Christmas in August. And we've been saving $60. So the success is we're going to have $1,000 in the next month so that Black Friday comes and we have $1,000 that we can spend however we want on all the people that we need to buy Christmas presents for. We've already saved $1,000 or whatever, amount that you normally spend. On average, people, I think it was like $8.86 or something. That's our average American spends on Christmas holiday, okay? That's not decorations, that's not anything else, that's just presents for other people. Well, we started saving, right? So we're creating momentum. If I can do this just for a holiday, why can't I do this for my tires? Like I already started an envelope, I need tires. So I've already saved half of what I need for tires. I've already ordered them, so I needed them before I could save enough to do it, but at least I have half of it out of the way. So the other half I've got some stuff in savings and, I'll just pay them off, right? But it creates momentum. If you start seeing success, that you've tweaked a routine or you have a different routine, like with a diet or saving or whatever, one little routine over here that you're working on, you're paying off a credit card, you're doing it, and all of a sudden you see success and you're like, whoa, I just paid that stuff off. That gives you the confidence to keep going and to do it in other areas. So if I could pay off this, why can't I pay off my mortgage for my house sooner? Why can't I pay off my car loan sooner? I mean, anything else that you have debt on, I can't pay it unless I have some momentum, right? It gives you confidence. So when you get into one routine, you've tweaked it, you've modified it, you've become proficient at it, and now you're starting to see results. And you're like, whoa, what else can I do? What else can I tweak? Right? Gives you momentum so that you can do stuff. Number 7, along with momentum, is confidence. And one leads to another. I'm working out, I'm watching what I'm eating. All of a sudden, I start feeling better, right? I have more energy, my clothes are fitting better, and maybe I can get into a smaller size. All of a sudden, other people are saying, what are you doing? You can say, hey, this is my new routine. I go work out 3 days a week. I'm eating a lot better. I'm sleeping better. I'm juicing. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're starting to see momentum with it, and it's building confidence in yourself. And other people are starting to notice it. And that also helps to build confidence. Yeah, man, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good. It's all about routine. But the good thing about routines is you can always change them and create a new, better, more efficient routine that can give you the confidence, momentum that you want so that you can live the life that you want. You want to travel? Well, you need more time off, right? You also need money. So to do that, you've got to tweak those routines that gives you more time and gives you more money. You have to be proficient in something during the day. Make more sales, work more hours, and then, with that time and money, you can then go on the travel trips that you want. So you have to give and take where you need to give and take, right? Number 8, we just talked about it. It helps you save money. When you save time, you save money. Some routines, you can buy things in bulk. Your routine of shopping, you're looking for deals. You won't buy something unless there's a deal, right? That can save you money. Maybe your routine is you're used to shopping online, but you don't take the first thing. You may look on Amazon, get a kind of a price on that, and then you say, maybe I can find it cheaper on eBay, or maybe at my local store, or Best Buy, or if it's electronic or something. A routine can also save you money because it saves you time, because you become proficient in whatever skill set we're talking about, and you don't have to consciously think about it. You just automatically do it. You're a great salesperson. You can present any product to anyone and get a sale. Well, because you're proficient in that skill set, you're not only saving money because you don't have to buy more training, but you're not wasting time because time is money. So you're not having to think about things. You could be very productive during your day, and you can actually create money, not just save money. Number 9, we talked about this at the beginning. It decreases stress. You're going to go to work the same way every day. Once you start working out, you're starting to lose weight. You're kind of stable now. You like how you feel. You don't want to lose any more weight, but you're stable. Well, guess what? Now you're in your routine. It's a stable routine. Decreases your stress. It's not like at the beginning where you're like, oh my God, I'm so out of shape. You're sore for the first week of trying to work out. You're trying to build momentum. You're trying to stick with it and be persistent, right? Which is always the hardest thing when you're changing and tweaking a routine, is to stick with it, to be persistent, to be committed. Well, once you get it established and you're like for me, I don't even think about eating keto anymore. Once in a while I cheat, just like anybody else. This weekend we went to Chicago. Of course, Chicago pizza, we did some Mexican, we did a beer tour. So, that's total high carbs. But as soon as I got back home, first meal I made, keto meal. And I got back on it. And all week I've been very strict with my keto, and I feel good. So any kind of bloating that I had from my weekend debauchery in Chicago was gone, because I knew I didn't have to stress out about it. My routine is fixed now, that I know I can maintain my weight. I've maintained my weight for 2 years now. Actually, it's over 2 years. I thought it was almost, but remembering it was Labor Day 2 years ago. So we're in end of October. So I'm past the 2-year mark. It's a routine now. I know what I have to do to maintain my weight and to feel strong, right? To feel healthy. Well, because I already know it, I don't have to stress out about it. It doesn't cause me high anxiety because I already know what to do. And that's what routines do. It's your comfort zone. It's your snuggly warm blanket, right? That equals your routine or your habitual behavior. The last thing that a routine can do for you, and this is especially in the business setting at work, is it can help you hit your targets. Or it can also go the other way and hinder you from hitting your targets. If your routine is, let's say during the day, you're checking email, you're always on Spotify listening to some music, you're always, Facebooking and chatting with people and Instagramming and tweeting and all that stuff, and you're not paying attention to your numbers, to your quotas, and you're not filling your day with highly productive activities that actually can lead to a sale equals money equals commission, then you're not going to ever hit your target because that's your bad routine. You're not focused. You don't have your attention on your money, on your sales. But if your routine is filling, my day's full. So not only, we'll just give myself as an example. So let's say that today's Thursday, so I'm filled with dental patients, right? So not only am I working on people, if I'm actually physically in the chair working on someone, then obviously my attention's all on them and I'm just focusing on fixing their mouth. But as soon as I come into my office, right, I'm done with the patient, we're waiting for the next one to arrive or whatever, I'm in between people, then I'm doing something else for the habit master, the habit formula, that kind of stuff. I'm working on a video. I am shooting out emails to event coordinators. I am creating other products. I'm editing a video. I'm, making a workbook. I am doing something else that is going to lead me to a sale with another material. So when I'm here at work, I'm not just working one job. I'm actually working on both companies all day long. On Mondays and Fridays, I'm not with patients, so I do not work on my dental practice at all, 0. What I'm doing then is focusing 100% of my day on, and I still pack my lunch. I'll go to the restroom, but that's it. I'm not on social media. I'm not learning anything. I can do that after work. But during the time where my son's at school or daycare or whatever, between 8 and 5, on Mondays and Fridays when I'm not with patients, I am 100% focused on product creation, sales pages, funnels, contacts, to try to get people to buy my products, to use my services, and to get my message out there. So I'm trying to gain attention. That's my routine. And so far, that routine, we are on the cusp of totally breaking out worldwide with the habit formula, the habit mastery, all of that stuff. So, I know if I can keep with that routine, I am building momentum, I'm building confidence, I am totally starting to make money. It's giving me a structure. I don't have to think about it, and I am becoming the habit master of all of this. And it's getting very exciting to me. People are starting to comment and totally know me when I go to the grocery store. People on Facebook, hey, habit master, holy cow, things are starting to blow up because I have a good routine. I'm proficient, I'm productive, and I use my time and resources wisely. That's what routines do. And the good thing about routines is what? They can be changed. That's a habit, that's a routine, and they always can be changed. Don't play victim to it. You and I both, we can change anything in our lives. We can control it, we can change it. If you're in a bad situation, you can change it. Now, of course, that doesn't mean it's easy. Nobody ever said it was easy. I never want to say that. It takes discipline, it takes commitment, it takes money, it takes energy, effort, all of that. But the good thing is you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can get yourself out of debt. You can be financially free. You can build wealth for you and your family. You can live a healthy lifestyle. You have to work on it though. And you have to work on it every single day. Yes, it can become a good routine or a habitual way of doing things or thinking, but you still should work on it every day. You know, skill sets in that for work, you can always get better. There's always a newer, better, faster way of doing something, and there's always something that you can learn. So that's it for routines today. Routines are so important. It drives the way we live our lives, our thoughts, our emotions, our physical activities. And the good news about it is that we can change it. So let's go over the 10 ways that routines are very important. Why do we even have routines? What do they do for us? Right? Number one, it gives us structure. It allows us to not have to think of every little thing that we do all day. It gives us some kind of structure of how our day is set up, and then we just follow that structure. Number two, it causes us to be more efficient. We don't have to think about things. We don't have to learn new skill sets all of the time, right? We could take one skill set and tweak it and make that our new routine or habitual way of thinking or acting. But we don't have to constantly learn how to eat and how to drink and, you know, how to use a mouse and all of that. It's already been learned. We can tweak how and improve the way we do stuff, but we don't have to relearn it every single day. So it makes us more efficient with our time and our resources, right? Number three, we don't have to think about things all the time, right? We can think about other things, how to improve our skill sets or our routines or how to become more productive. But we don't have to think about every single thing that we're doing every day. Number four, it makes us more proficient. We become a master at a skill set, at some kind of idea or thought or way of doing something, right? It makes us become a habitual master. Number five, prioritize. So it allows us to prioritize what we want to accomplish during the day. And if we have a good routine of staying on goal, then it will help us get rid of the things that are important and need to be done and get those out of the way so we can focus on other things during the day. Number six, it creates momentum. Once you tweak a routine and you want to lose weight, and you're doing everything right and you actually start losing weight, you start feeling good, you're keeping the weight off because you're building a different way of eating and a discipline of working out ever so often during the week, you're creating momentum. Then all of a sudden you're like, well, if I can do this, then maybe another area of my life I can improve. And then you do it. And then you're like, holy cow, all of a sudden I'm sleeping better, I feel better. Now I have more energy. Oh, I've always wanted to write a book. Then you start writing a book, and then it's just the momentum keeps going, and that equals growth. So personal growth, guess what? It all starts with your routines and being able to tweak them. You and I are in control of that. Number seven, it goes along with momentum, is it builds self-confidence that yes, you can tweak a routine and make it into a new routine. And all you have to do is stick with the successful ones and get rid of the bad ones. Number eight, it can save you money. So, think about buying things in bulk or going on sale. Or, for me, I not only save money, but I make money because I save it and then I'm investing it in real estate. And that real estate is appreciating and giving me more money on my offsets. So every year here for the next at least 10 years, as long as we own this property, my dividends are gonna go up because the rents will go up. Everything happens for a reason, right? So that's my routine, is I save it and then I invest it, and the investments are paying off. Number nine, it decreases stress. I already know how I'm going to get to work. As long as there's not construction in my way, I'm going to, it's going to take me 5 minutes to go to work, and I shouldn't have any problem. Hopefully I don't hit a bus a school bus, and then I have to wait for them to get on, all the kids on the bus, and that kind of causes me a little more stress because it takes me an extra 5 or 10 minutes to get to work. But whatever, most routines are there to decrease your anxiety and stress levels. And finally, number 10, if you have a good routine, it will help you hit any target that you want. Personally, professionally, it doesn't matter. You can hit every single target that you've ever wanted as long as you have a good routine to do it. As long as you're working towards that goal pretty much every second of every day, that you're not with your family or not working on your own personal stuff, you should be working on your routine to get you as proficient and as efficient as you can be. Okay? So those are the reasons why our routines are so important. This is another reason why you should get a copy of my book. It's called The Habit Formula. Go to thehabitformulabook.com, grab yourself a free ebook copy of it, and you can start tweaking your routines today so that you can get all of this. And especially number 10, you can live the life that you want to live. So that's it for me today. Remember to go to Spotify and iTunes and upload Lunchtime with the Habit Master episodes so you don't miss any. Also, I started my own Instagram account and YouTube channel. So go to the Habit Master Instagram and YouTube channels and check us out. Check out all kinds of videos. There's all kinds of stuff about all of this stuff that I give you lists and different ways of thinking and helping you to build good habits so that you can go on and hit any target that you want. Also, coming up, be on the lookout for my new product. Woo! It's called the Habit Formula for Parents. So if you're thinking about that in the next couple weeks, it's going to be out. So I want to just kind of hit it out early. Go to thehabitformulakids.com. It's not up yet, but it's going to be real soon. So keep that in mind. And that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and let's build good habits together.